Timestamp. Yeah, Scrappy, we're going. Tanner. It's June 24th, 2025. About 9:30 p.m. Tanner. 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 Okay, apparently the carpet's good enough for him. Alright, the guys did not come out to do the septic inspection for the drain fields. I'm a little aggravated about that. Talked to my girl on the phone. She was gonna come over, but she's yeah. I'm looking forward to actually being able to walk across the floor here without being afraid that I'm going to trip and die. I think that'll be swell. See, my dad doesn't get it, but that's part of why all this stuff was happening. Is you've had years to fix that, and your dementia is not allowing you to. Between the hoarding and the fact that it's a death trap with a ceiling that's collapsing, that's why the state was going to pull you. But I talked to my girl. She was pretty wrecked. Okay, Scrappy, calm down. Check the burn barrel. I put a bunch of stuff in there. Oh yeah, nothing but ash. Good. Did a Walmart delivery to her, Walmart delivery to me, because district manager is not allowing them to run the fans and the AC's down. So it's like 100 degrees while they're trying to stock. Pretty sure that could be an OSHA phone call, frankly. Pretty sure. Apparently, Q and a few other people have had to take extra breaks here and there to go outside and throw up. That's how you know it's working. Yeah, we came out earlier, and the rabbit just steely-eyed missile man. Just brown rabbit. She was cornered against a piece of brown tarpaulin towards the front of the yard, near the fence, and was just standing there perfectly still. And I'm looking right at the rabbit. I'm 10 feet away. And Scrappy's running all around, smelling the grass, whatnot, and that rabbit not moving. And honestly, the bunny's half a second away from being able to jump under some cover, whatnot. Just counting on the fact or hoping that Scrappy doesn't see the brown against the brown. Nerves of steel. Like 3 minutes went by. Finally, I was like, "Hey, Scrappy, let's go in." The bunny's just looking at me like, "Please don't sell me out. Please don't sell me out." You got bonus points for what you just did. Holy cats! I wouldn't sell you out. It'd be like killing an ego. Nope, didn't get him. Yeah, I felt it. So got delivery to Pix, got a delivery to me. She may or may not come over tomorrow, depending on how she feels. She's getting all kinds of shifts, but something about genuinely working in a 100-degree, no air moving room for 5 hours kind of saps you just that little bit extra. hoping the guys come out tomorrow to inspect the septic, because when you flush the toilet and some of the artwork you just made gets displayed on the shower floor, clearly, got mosquitoes hitting me left and right. Clearly something has gone horribly wrong. So, I hear you. You're gonna... Dude, stop stopping right in front of me. Seriously. I realize you're probably not type O. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully everybody comes over tomorrow. But we're actually making some progress here today. Nothing major, just a lot of little things. But one rock at a time, one tree at a time, whatever analogy you want to use. You ready? Okay. I don't even know if he actually went potty. He did pee. He did pee. Gently. Well, okay. If you go outside, you get a bigger piece. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you a bigger piece if you go outside here. No? No? Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I cleared the bar for the most part. So that's good. Go me! Trying to think if there's anything else I need to update on health-wise. I had a couple more panic attacks today. Really don't like those. Some of the symptoms for emphysema are real similar to some of the things that happen with panic attacks. So it freaks me out just that little bit extra, which I don't appreciate. Not a bit. Because I'm sitting back going, okay, did I, in the past 12 hours, do such extensive damage to my lungs that now I need to go to the hospital because I'm suddenly in severe stage? You know what I mean? You start, breathing, and it's like, which is it? I don't have kidney problems, If I had kidney problems, that would make it real easy to discern what was malfunctioning. Emphysema, it's like COPD. It's like, okay, my heart's pounding and shallow breath, and I feel like I can't catch my breath. Shit. I feel like I'm being played a dirty joke here, Pix and I are talking about Tiny actually staying here. Tiny's cat apparently is not leaving Tiny's room back at George. So we need to get Kaiser, the 13-year-old tuxedo. He's just as big a jerk as you'd think he is. And he's also an incredibly cool and loving cat. We need to get him over here 'Cause he apparently is confused because Tiny's been here for like a week, so having a hard time coping with the idea of my kid's not here. And they've been together since Kaiser was a kitten. Hell, Tiny was, I think, 6, 7, something like that. So we need to reunite them before Kaiser develops a different kind of psychological problem. Just looking at some of the things, I'm noticing piles that have gotten smaller, and I'm pleased by that. But there's still piles, so it's like, hey, progress, hey, still a lot to go. Trying to find that balance of that. We're getting there, though. Yeah. Oh, man. It's good stuff. Arian David breakfast blend. Alright. Yeah, I got nothing else at the moment. I got a whole bunch of mail that came in today that looks like, most of it looks like, there's a lot of junk mail that I already put out there. But there's a lot of bills and or things to my mom's attention with things like, hey, you haven't responded to our other notifications. So I probably have some phone calls I gotta make tomorrow and figure out what's real, what's not, and explain to some folk why they haven't gotten a call back. It's weird. Still no word from my dad. I've talked to some of the doctors and stuff. He's exactly where he was. He's still escape-minded and angry and anxious, and he hasn't called me, so I'm gonna let him have his minute. I'll just try and control things from the background. I knew this day might come in that respect. After pleading with me to get him out, not realizing that essentially I put you there. And that's the weird thing. He's like, you gotta get me out of here. You're the only one on my side. I'm like, I'm the reason you're there. But you being there is a better alternative than where you were gonna go. You being there is a touch of mercy, that we were able to squeak by with the state. So he hasn't come to grips with the idea that the state was going to pull him, because in his mind, he's completely self-sufficient. Because he's invincible, immortal, all that. It's like, the state of Florida disagrees with your opinion of yourself. But he and my mom both have had the attitude for the past 2 years that everybody just needs to butt out. We all want to live our lives, free of molestation and living by other people's opinions of what we should do, what's right and all that. But this is almost a political thing. When you're potentially in danger or you are a danger to other people, then other people and or the city, the state, the country do have a right to step in. But if you're not, then yeah, people should butt out. But when you're hallucinating, you're having bouts with PTSD, anxiety, anger, and you're sitting on 50 guns, and you have bed bugs on a ceiling that's going to collapse, somebody's going to step in and say, get in the van. Which is not the same thing as what is happening around the country. Not even close. We've got people that are self-sufficient, that are just trying to bring home a paycheck to their families, and they're being treated like they're criminals. And Most of them are. Most of them are. Yeah, fun fact. Natural-born citizens are more likely to commit crimes than immigrants because they don't want to get in trouble and get deported, so they pretty much keep clean. It's the idiots who were born and raised here that do the stupid stuff. I don't know the actual numbers, but I've looked at the numbers before. You can look it up if you want. And it's noteworthy. It's like natural-born citizens are 3 times more likely to commit crimes than immigrants. It's like noteworthy. You know, they thought they were the poor, the huddled masses that we were advertising for. So they came. Because that's what we told them to do. And they're getting tackled by people that should have stayed in jail after January 6th. Seems pretty inappropriate, if you ask me. Like the worst irony possible. Anyway, please stay safe. Keep your head up unless one of those vans is going by, and then duck. Yeah. Oh, topical. Make it a great day.